Grand Rising, Rich Rising. This is Grateful Ed. Hope you're having a very nice Monday. I want to say hello to everybody and send my love. Great day to be here and a great day to make this video. So I want to continue on and talk about the hard truths that we all have to face with, well, living in the matrix and being sold a bill of goods that is not based in the truth. It's no secret some of the education opportunities at Right Pat are they're great. And when I took the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that to me is a natural law. So it is, you never know what is going to open up your memory or get you more focused in on, I'll say, spirituality versus religion. So we've all been ripped off, especially with the tax bracket. Because I think it was before 1913, we all had tariffs. You had to pay to do business with the United States to do the commerce. So why not go back to that and make every country stand on their own merits instead of having an undue advantage against the United States, which is what's been going on. And then their agents are saboteurs, really, for me, of the Constitution or our way of life. That's my opinion. But when it comes to, I'll say, LaRasha and the terrible podcast, I really would like to see the 3-hour, because what it does is it sparks so many more avenues that you may want to look at, research on your own, so you can have a better understanding instead of just reading the headlines. Because if you do that, you're going to miss the truth, I believe. So we were talking about the Naribu, where other species came to Earth to mine the gold. And then they spliced the DNA with the early original inhabitants, I guess. Hybrid rulers, extraterrestrial, created the ruling class. I give an example of it. You gotta look at, like, Sidney Blumenthal is what comes out to me, in order to see some reptilian features. The ancient kings, pharaohs, modern global elites carry specific divine DNA that they want to keep from activating, I believe. But it's too late now, because we're activated and we are telling the truth, like LaRasha and on the Terribles podcast, LaRasha all through the years. But more and more people. So that's what they don't want. More and more people open up for the truth, follow the Constitution, want to make changes because we are the government, then we're off. It's ours. You've got an empty canvas, if you will. How are you going to paint it? What kind of world, what kind of community do you really want? And the sky's the limit, you're going to see, because the resources are going to be there. Anyway, we're talking about the giants. I had to do the research on the giants. And those are, I gotta go back to my notes. I'll be back to school here. The giants are they mentioned Mount Hermon, and I believe that's the fallen angels. They're the one that I guess mated with inhabitants or who was already here. I don't know. You'd have to pinpoint that, but either way, they brought deception and cosmetology. Who took Cosmo at Scarlet Oak. So anyway, that's who they are, and they're the giant people. My reference is, remember Jolly Green Giant or a Bigfoot. So I don't know if maybe he's a small giant compared to what we're talking about. And then if there's any other whatever. So I'm going to look for clarification on the mantises, because we had praying mantises when I was young. I don't see in the grasshoppers, a lot more bees. I'm saying we had a natural world that's been taken from us by the deception, and we're buying into it until we step away from that and stand on our own 2 feet. By inquiries, by knowing who you're voting for, by having same-day elections and ID for voting, all these common sense ideas that we put into play to make our own community. So, thank you very much. Have a great day. God bless you, and keep on keeping on. Don't ever give up.